Hello everyone, and welcome to another banner verdict. And if you're wondering why I'm keeping my voice a little lower tonight, it's mainly because, well, it's late here, so about 1 a.m. So kind of gotta keep my voice a little bit down to be respectful of other people. So I'm here tonight to talk about the new Final Fantasy VII banner, which has just come out, and I gotta say, I am actually surprisingly impressed. Now, it's not because of Kate Sith or Barrett. I've talked about enough of them in the past, so let's not talk about them now. But actually, what I was talking about earlier today was basically Yuffie as well as Zack needed to be incredibly awesome for me to recommend them. And as it turns out, they are. Looking at the data ahead of time, Zack, while his greatsword is probably going to be a limiting factor for him, his percentages and stats actually make up. A base 209 attack with a lot of passives for attack are super nice. Not only that, but his essentially 4,500% limit burst with critical damage is potentially absolutely insane. He does have chaining abilities. Now, he doesn't really have any elemental imbue, which is his big weakness, but being able to quadricast his one of the big things in his kit, besides being able to ignore fatal HP damage, is that he actually has an ability he can unlock which is incredibly high critical damage that is not his limit burst. His limit burst as well, and even in his kit he can give, he can dish out damage as well as give himself a 250% boost to attack and defense for 4 turns, but he unlocks a single target 2000% critical hit physical attack, which is an absolutely insane amount of damage. And his limit burst is a 3000% critical hit physical attack. Now, if you up the limit burst damage, this just becomes insane. He also has 150% true dual hand in his kit. So honestly, I gotta say, I am absolutely astounded in how strong this character could be. Again, the big weakness seems to be that, well, it's nice he actually does have some 8-hit chaining and some 7-hit chaining, meaning that he does have some chaining capabilities as well. His critical hit damage seems to be the big thing, as well as his limit burst. But not only that, his super trust mastery is insane. A materia that is a 40% attack and 100% true dual hand. So basically 140% true dual hand for any great sword user. That's a really nice materia. I don't know if it's worth whaling for. Probably not. No super DMR is ever worth whaling for. But this is an incredibly powerful unit with an amazing super DMR. So I got to give him a big thumbs up. But with that being said, gotta give credit to this banner, not necessarily to Zack. Just to show Zack off real quick, take a look at his kit. You can see his base attack here, as well as plenty of attack passives. Super nice. Love his kit so far. And his animations are super cool. If you won't like Zack, good news for you. Now, the other person, sorry, my computer's sitting in my lap, is Yuffie, who Yuffie I think is the real prize of this banner. Yuffie has the potential of using fixed dice, which was always going to be an interesting thing when I was considering her. Fixed dice has proven with units like Randy that you can make an incredibly powerful unit, but Yuffie has the distinct advantage of just having way higher attack, a higher base attack, as well as extra points put in. And in her kit, she can both debuff as well as give herself elements, which isn't crazy. She also has AoE Mirage. So I would give Yuffie a big thumbs up, a bigger thumbs up than Zack. Yuffie might be the most insane unit that we've ever seen in the game because she has not only 7-hit chaining with ice, she also has a 30-hit chaining AoE, which is basically Erola Ray, or if you prefer, Lunera style chaining. So Yuffie also has an incredibly strong limit burst at 1900%, 20 hits AoE, ignoring 50% defense. And yeah, she also can up her limit burst damage in her kit. So again, a very strong, probably a much another incredibly strong limit burster. Yuffie also has just some nice passives in her kit, some extra element chance, better stealing chance too. Here's hoping that stealing becomes a better thing in this game, you know, to make it more interesting. She also has a cooldown that gives her a 250% attack boost, and she has true dual hand in her kit. So yeah, like, Yuffie is probably the one that I think is real interesting. She has dodge, she has high-powered chaining, and she'll be able to reach an incredibly high attack with fixed dice. Long story short, Yuffie's super DMR, or I should go back, Yuffie's TMR is basically 50% attack materia, with only close as the condition and 1 limit burst per turn, which is pretty nice. Her Super Trust Mastery, 172 attack throwing item that gives an 100% attack boost when HP falls below 80% is also pretty incredible. So I have to give Yuffie a big thumbs up. Yuffie is probably the one I would say that is stronger on the kit, or on this banner, but Zack is still pretty damn strong too. Both of these are incredibly interesting units, and I would say that this is not a sleeper banner. I would say getting either of the units is incredibly powerful, but I would probably give the edge to Yuffie, which is a little bit surprising. Yuffie's chaining damage should just outdo pretty much anyone's damage, and her kit is the more complete one. So yeah, gotta give it to Yuffie on this one. So if you're interested in going for this banner, I totally would say that it's probably I would say that it's definitely better than Tifa and Vincent, and I would say it's even better than Red 13. The other interesting thing about Yuffie is that Yuffie has a 10-hit attack, which should be able to chain with Red 13, although I'm not 100% certain on the frames yet, so that is something to be considered. But anyway, short video on this one, big thumbs up to this banner. We'll be doing some polls on it, and that will be next time. So thank you very much for watching. See you then.